Okay, so this is the latest version of it, version 1.0.10 on the auto trading app.
Okay, bye.
Oh, it's alright.
Bye.
Thank you. On the auto. Alright, good night.
Good night.
On the auto trading bot, and on this version, you can say once you log into the app, there is the interface. Now this first part is for you to fill in your BetNinja username and the password. Now after filling in your BetNinja username and the password, on this second part you will see account management, which is very important. Now I'll take a time to explain how the account management works so that you can carefully go through it and use it properly. Now, the account management works in this way, just like in forex trade. Let me pause this movie so that.
Bye. Oh my god.
Just like in the forex trade, where you have stop loss and take profit to prevent your account from losing excess. Okay, that's how this risk management works. Now I have introduced a stop loss and a take profit. In the stop loss, let's assume that in casino mostly the logics we use is quite complex. We use a calculation method whereby uh, a calculation based approach on the system, so you need enough trading power to keep your account safe. Okay, but then uh, you for instance, now the calculation that according to the calculation, the trading power, total trading power that is required of you is maybe 100,000 naira for you to trade in that particular market. Now if the total trading power required of you is 100,000 naira for you to trade in that market is 100,000, then you can't directly use a stop loss, okay, on a more clearer term. Okay, you can't directly use a stop loss. That's because already the calculation is telling you that from the calculation at least you need 100,000 for your account to be safe. So if you want to set a stop loss, that means that your account has to be above 100,000 before you can set your stop loss to the 100,000, and so that when it's loose to that point, it will stop. That's what in a normal trading term, that's how it is. Now, in this aspect now is quite different. Now currently what I have done here is quite different from that aspect of trading. Okay, so what I've done here, let's take for instance, if the capital that is required is 100,000 naira, then you can set your stop loss to maybe 20,000 or 30,000 depending on how much you are willing to lose. So let's say you even set it to 15,000 or 20,000 naira. It means that the account will not lose above that amount. So take for instance, you have traded, the auto trading bot have been trading and it has traded 100,000 to maybe 150,000 or 200,000 without a stop loss. Once it hits a very high negative trend, is going to keep trading and chasing a win, thereby losing both the money you've lost, your capital, and the one you've made over the time, which is very painful. And in trading, the most painful thing is when you lose the one you have already made. That's because you have spent so much time trying to raise that money. Okay, for instance, you can spend even maybe 5 days trying to build an account, then eventually lose everything within a day and just few minutes. You just lose everything. That's the most painful aspect of trading. So what I've done here is directly like, there is no essence of you having 100,000 naira trading power simply because the trading power required of you to trade is 100,000 naira. Then you keep the entire 100,000 naira by risking it. No. If the total trading power required is 100,000 naira and you actually use the set of trading stop loss to 100,000, then your account is already at risk. That's because anything that makes the uh, trend to experience that negative trend whereby it can go in a threatening manner of that 100,000 naira. Let's say that 100,000 naira you have 7 times trading power, and anything that makes it get to that fifth one, already your 100,000 is at risk. You understand? Because on the sixth one or seventh one, everything is gone. And what's the possibility that if it has gotten to the fifth one, it won't get to the sixth one? And what's the possibility that if it has gotten to the sixth one, it won't get to the seventh one? You understand? So that's to avoid these things. I've put in a lot of to avoid these losses. I've put in a lot of things in place. You notice that I've not posted anything online for some time now. That's because I'm trying to see how to curtail this thing to put a very high level of control over losses, okay, when trading. Now, so you set your stop loss. Let's say you are willing to lose 20,000, you set your stop loss to the 20,000 naira. Then after setting your stop loss to the 20,000 naira, here is the next thing you should do. Because the capital that is required is actually more than 20,000, but it doesn't mean that is going to eat that 20,000 naira just as you are trading. No, that's not what it means. It means there's even a possibility that it will not even eat that trend. You can trade for straight 72 hours plus and it won't even eat that trend, and then you must have already made your profits, like more than your capital, because the aim is not for you to trade forever with this 100,000. You understand? The aim is for you to make profit out of this 100,000, because there, I have to be honest with you, there is no such thing as if you put in maybe 100,000 naira capital now, till thy kingdom come, the money will not be blown again. In trading, there is no such thing. Both in forex trading and in real life business, you can start your business with 500 million naira and even stay over time. The business will crumble. That's why companies do crumble too. So the aim is just for before you lose this amount, at least you should be able to make more than this amount. That's the aim. And how long this amount can serve you are the precaution measures I've put in place to ensure that. Okay, so on the take profit mode, you'll be wondering what's the essence of take profit mode when is a app that is trading. You will just want to keep it running and running and running till whenever and as for as long as it can run. Okay, it's necessary to set is take profit. In fact, if you don't set it safe, the app won't even let you proceed to trading. Is that serious? You don't have to let the app overtrade. If your aim is, maybe your target is for the day 25,000 or 30,000, 20,000, just set it like that, 20,000 naira. Once it hits that your daily profit target, it will stop trading. If you are targeting 50,000, once it hits that take profit, it stop trading automatically. It will stop trading by itself. It will close the trade page and come back to this home page you're seeing now. On this page you're seeing now, okay, so it will bring you back to this page. So anything that makes the app brings you back to this page, two things are involved. One, either it has its stop loss or it has its take profits. Okay, so the take profit is to prevent the app from overrunning. Okay, so that's the essence of these two things, which is very important in trading. Now, if you come down, you'll see the markets. No need to touch that because for now, it's just this one market. that is active. Then come to calculations, you see multiple calculations, you see 4 calculations. All 4 calculations is as important as good. Take for instance now, let me explain. I don't want to explain the logic of the calculation because it's very important for us not to reveal our deep secrets, as this video will also be shared. Okay, so I don't want to explain the logic behind each calculation, but then I just want to give you a clue of the capital that is best in using among each of the calculations. So take for instance now, on the first principle calculation, remember you are using a take profit and stop loss, so you are using a stop loss. Now, to be honest with you, there is no amount that is a minimum amount for you to use, and there is no amount that is a maximum amount to use. This brings us to 2 things. It means that there is no amount that is too small for you to use in trading in the auto trading bots, be it 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 15,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 is not too small. Likewise, there is no amount that is too big for you to use in the auto trading bots. But then, while you can use 200, 300,000, I do not advise that you use more than 300,000 in the auto trading bots. Okay, this is because I always advise it's better that you have a smaller amount and you build the profit from the system rather than you putting in huge amount just because you want to use a high trading power. We'll get there. You see the next one there is trading power. We'll get there. Okay, so it's better you build it from the system, you build the profit from the system. Okay, now on this first principle calculation, at least 100k is fine. However, if you have more, no problem. On the second principle calculation, this first principle calculation, it recovers faster than the second principle and the infinite principle. Okay, then on the second principle calculation, the second principle calculation is also very good. On this one, let's assume from between 50k, for remember this amount I'm putting is for one-time trading power. Okay, between 50k is fine. Then the infinite principle, also 50k is fine. This one, the Martingale calculation, here is one thing I need you to understand. The Martingale calculation requires on this particular system, it doesn't require much. It requires just 54,000 naira capital. Okay, but then is more prone to risk than these other 3 calculations. While it's faster in making profit, is more prone to risk than this other calculation. So there is a reason why I put it, even as it's prone to risk. There is a reason why I put it, and I'm going to explain it shortly. Okay, now if you are asking which of these calculations I'm advising you to go with, any of these 3 is fine. This one have its purpose too, but before we get there, any of these 3 is fine. Okay, you can use any of these 3, but then the higher this capital, remember, the higher your capital, the safer your account. But then I'm not asking you to pack in money to put. On average, if you have this money to put, is okay. Then you, even with this, you still set your stop loss. Okay, it's very important. Then this one, it recovers faster than these 2. While this one recovers slowly, is recommended and is good too. This one is slower than all of them but is safer than them. Okay, is slow in recovery. It takes a longer time to recover compared to these two. This one is good. This one is good. This one is good also. So I hope you pinpoint the line. So you can use any of these three that best suits you. Okay. Now let's come to this one. The Martingale principle. This one is very fast in making profits. Now the reason why this one is here is not because I expect you to use it directly. If you are using this one, use it with the aim that, in fact, if you have 50,000 naira in this one, 50,000 naira, okay, it's supposed to be for one-time trading power, but then you can use a two-time trading power or even a three-time trading power. But using the three-time trading power, remember why I did not put amount or add it along these ones that I said is very good. Okay, now because it's fast in making profits, before you lose that amount, maybe you still use your stop loss. Before you maybe you set your stop loss to 30,000 naira or 25,000. Before it's going to lose that amount, okay, there is a 50-50 chance that is going to have already made that amount as profit for you. If it doesn't, if the trend, the market is stable, and there is a possibility that it will already make more than this thing for you. So this one is more like you want to earn faster and you are willing to take the risk of the loss. Okay, that's what this one means. So if you are willing to bear the risk of the loss, you can go with this one, but it's faster. So for safety, if you want to approach it with the mindset of you are trading with a daily target of this is what you want to be meeting up daily, go with any of these three. Why I will not say just go with the first principle or go with the infinite principle or this one, the second principle. So this thing should be corrected. This is supposed to be second principle. There is a mistake here. Okay, just go with the second principle. That's because if I say that now, everyone would be sticking to just that one, even fully knowing that the three of them are okay. So you can decide among the three which one is more convenient for you, then you use that one. Okay, then for the Martingale, you already know how it works as I've explained it already. Okay, so that's for these ones. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, trading power. Now, in trading power, the higher your trading power, the higher your profits. So let's take for instance, who is using those amounts I put there is by default for one-time trading power. Okay, so take for instance, if you are using the first principle calculation and then your capital is 100k and you make 25k. Okay, you make 25k maybe in the day. Now someone that is using 200k within that time frame, let's say maybe you make this amount in, let me put it, 12 hours. Okay, you make this amount in 12 hours or less. You make this amount in less or more. Okay, I'm not giving you this is precisely how it's going to be. Now if you are making this amount in the 12 hours, this person with 200k using 2 times trading power will make 50,000 naira in exactly this 12 hours. Okay, that's how it works. So someone with 300,000 will make 75k. So someone having 400k in this time frame will make 100k. So you understand the difference and what trading power means, Abi. So this person now is using this. This person is using this. And this person is going to be using this with the amount he have, and while this person will be using this. You understand? So someone with 500k will be making 125k, and that person will be using this. Okay, so that's the difference. I hope you understand. Hopefully the explanation is clear enough. Okay, so that's how it works. Now let's go to the next one. A minute please. Okay, no need for this stuff. Let me just use a demo mode. I'm trying to log into an account. Okay, so let's say you just put in okay, you put in this. Now after you put in your login details, you come to take profits, and let's say I'm setting my take profit to 25,000, or let me put it at 35,000. Okay, let me put it. Then stop loss, let me put my stop loss at 25,000. Okay, 25,000 is too much. Let me put it at 20,000. Okay, now switch to demo. Now assuming I'm using this, I'm not changing it, I'm just using it like this. Okay, now let's do this. Now you'll see the game will be open. So once the game open, and you see that it makes a move. If it doesn't make a move, go back and enter again. Okay, so it's that simple. That's how it works. So once it's trading and it gets to my take profits, it will close this page automatically. Once it's trading and it hits the stop loss, it will close this page automatically. So that's how it works. So okay, so that's for this video. Just want to believe the explanation is clear enough. Hopefully it should be clear enough. If it's not clear enough, to please do what to let me know, so that I can explain better in areas not clear enough for you, or where you need help. So right, I hope you get started now with your trade. Please, if you are trying to log in and you are unable to log in, two things are involved. One, plan. Okay, and secondly, maybe you are restricted, so just message me so that I will know which one is the problem. Plan means you don't have access, so you need to subscribe from the website to gain access. Meanwhile, if it's the other one, then it means it's something I have to handle myself, so you just message me.